Hey guys, what is up? It is Funny Games here for another episode of a how-to video. I don't know why I said another episode, but anyway, today's episode is basically me trying to show you how to make channel art. I'm probably not the best person to show you, but I'm going to try and show you how to make simple channel art. So, go ahead and get Photoshop open. Once on Photoshop, as you can see off camera, I went and got an image of hexagons in this kind of shape and remove the background. I'm going to use this in my channel art. So if you want to get any add-ons, you probably could do it before the video or after the video, it doesn't really matter. Go ahead up to File and then down to New. Once here, probably rename this page you're going to create to Channel Art. Then come down to where it says width, W-I-D-H-T, I think, width, and type in 2560, and for height type in 1440 and change them both to pixels and then hit OK. Now you have a blank white page appear on the screen. What you want to do now is come over to here where the layers are and double click on this wee lock symbol. Then it disappears and hit, and probably rename this to background. Name it the background and then hit OK. Now just Control A and delete. Once you have that done, what you want to do is come down to here and get a square kind of symbol, and we're going to go drag from outside of the box, outside of the page, to the other side where it's outside of the page. And we're going to change the color to, I'm going to change mine to like a gray kind of color. And just hit enter. So that is done now. And select the one tool again and just tap on the page just so that border disappears. Now we're going to go down to text, or before we actually go in text, we're going to create a new layer. The way we're going to do this is go down to here and click on it, and it'll create a new layer, and we're going to rename it by, let's see, how do we double click on it? Yeah, just double click on it and name it text. Left out a T. Text. And select anywhere on the page where you want to enter your text. So I'm going to enter mine here, and it's going to be called Funny Games How to Channel. There we go. So I probably don't want this all to be quite like this. I can move it here as well. So I'm going to move it, and I'm going to change the color as well. So I need to get this text tool, click on that, and maybe change the color a bit. It's a bit bright for your eyes. And we're going to make the font bigger as well. I don't know if that made the font bigger. Control it. No, it did not. Make the font bigger. And we're going to change the text to maybe something like this. Funny Games How to Channel. I might change it to red because I actually like the color of red on this page. So I'm going to select it and go to here and go to red. How to Channel. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm going to bring it down and bring this down. Maybe bring this one up again. There we go. How to Channel. And we're going to now go back to this image, and we're going to try and take this image to the channel art image. This isn't centered, so let me just go ahead and center this text somewhere about here. Something about centered. So the way we get our image to this page easily and the most comfortable way is go to Window and go to here where it says arrange I believe. I'm just going to go and click on title all, just the top one. I don't really know how to say it. And there you go. They're split from both sides. We're just going to go to this page, click on it, and Control A, Control C, and then click here to this side and Control V. Now we have this image appearing, and we don't really need that one anymore. So I'm just going to drag it shut like that. And we're going to, for this layer, Control A, this layer. So now we have a Control A. We are going to go up to Edit, down to Transform and Scroll, or yeah, I believe it's Scroll. And we're going to just going to resize it. So there we go. Resize it from that side. I might just add this image onto both sides, so I can hit enter, and we're going to just hit V again to make another copy. Or no, we're going to undo that. We're going to Control A, Control C, and Control V. It again, so it's the same size for this side. And yeah, that is basically probably the easiest way to do that. You could add on maybe extra things like, I'm not sure, could, like, if you wanted to add in like a texture from one side to another, like say making one side darker than the other, you can do that. So if I go to my two color tabs here and change the first one to maybe a darkish gray, and flip it over, just here as we flip angle here, and click on the dark blue and change it to maybe a lighter gray, like something about that there. And now I just have to go down to this corner and drag it to, actually no, don't do that, undo, Control V. You're going to want to go down to your background layer first before you do that. And now just trying to see why. Okay, create a new layer if you want to do this. Create a new layer, and now just do it. It really depends on what way you want to do it. So I just put a shape in because it made it probably easier for me. And what is that? Remove that out of the way. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Yeah. So if you want to do something like that, where it's like shade it from one color to another, you can like make a big difference. Say if it's back here and got that dark gray and made it to like black, it would make a large amount of difference to the overall shading within it. See, that's quite nice. I like that. Probably not everybody's taste, but hey, what can you say? I told you it was going to be an easy tutorial. I wasn't going to make it trying to overcomplicate it or anything. But guys, if you enjoyed that tutorial, or you want to see any other tutorials on how to make channel art, make sure to write it down in the description. I'm going to use this channel art for my YouTube channel. I'm trying to remember the name there. I'm going to use it for my channel. So you see, I'm actually happy with that. If you're not happy with it, just say, and I'll try and make a better video. I hope I made it easy enough for you guys to listen to. I was talking quite fast. I know I talk slower in most videos, but I have a timer of like 15 minutes before the recording software stops working, so I had to do it quick enough. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Comment down below if you want to see any other videos on maybe some special tools, like say you wanted to add text to your or a border to your text, not a border exactly, but an outline. You just come down to here and click on scroll, I believe it is, and just drag this across, and that makes it much more outlineable to see. which I like as well. I might use that as well. But that's just, yeah, another thing I know. If you enjoy any of this stuff, just make sure to write it down in a comment what you want to see. And if you enjoyed this stuff, make sure to hit that like button. Let people see it. And I know I've just talked for like 2 minutes about a load of dung. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Peace out and thanks for watching.